Hi y'all, Liz here again today. Okay, we're still talking about technical, simple stuff though. The reason why we're talking about all of those little things this month is those little tiny things are what actually make the difference. Now, you don't always know which little things are going to matter to which clients, so you got to kind of get all the little things to all the clients if at all possible. Making sure that you do the small things, the things that take no time, keep you from having to do a lot of those bigger things that do take a lot of time. All right, today what we're talking about is putting stuff back where it belongs. This is a pet peeve of a ton of people. So many people get frustrated by this, but they don't want to say anything. Like we've talked about before, they don't want to be seen as a whiner. They don't want to irritate you. They're afraid that you're going to take their toothbrush and do nasty things with it, like we would ever. But they get some ideas like this. I wonder where that idea ever got into somebody's head, that housekeepers are obnoxious, they do this type of stuff. This is what we're trying to do with these DEVs, right? Is to help us all become more professional so that we are seen in a more professional light. We can still be fun-loving, great people, but professional at the same time. All right, so putting things back where they belong. How? How do we do that? Half the time, we don't remember where they were, right? That's part of the problem. If you don't remember where something was, you have to figure out a way to be able to remember. If your company allows, you might be able to take a quick picture. You might be able to take a picture of exactly how things are set up, and this is especially useful for someplace that is really dense. If you're not allowed to take pictures in your company, then don't take pictures. But maybe you can come up with a plan for how you're going to figure out where everything was. Sometimes you can come up with a story about the different items. So let's say you have a little elephant figurine and an ashtray, and right next to that you have a little cup, and next to that you have the remote. And you know it drives her crazy if she doesn't have all four of these things in the same exact place. Maybe you could think of a story where the elephant is riding around in an ashtray, bumps into the cup, and changes the channel. It's not really a great story, but you don't have to have it for very long. It just needs to be something short while you're cleaning so that you can put everything back where it was. Elephant, I forgot what they were. Elephant, ashtray, cup, remote. Right? So just your little story of your elephant riding around in an ashtray, hitting a cup, and changing the channel can help you to remember those things. All right. There are some places where this isn't going to matter at all. We've all walked into those bathrooms where, especially teen girls, they've got 4 million products on the counter, and they got earrings and makeup and hair ties and jewelry and perfume, face lotions, you name it, it's on the counter. This is not the kind of place that I'm talking about. You don't have to put all this stuff back exactly where it was. Obviously not. But any of the time where you see stuff that already looks like it's organized, you want to put that stuff back. One of the places that you might run into this is a shower. You have to determine. If you look in the shower and it looks really disorganized, don't worry about it. After you take everything down, clean all your bottles, assuming that that's part of your process is to clean all the bottles and clean the shelves that they're on. When you put them back in a nice, neat, orderly way where they're, tall to short or short to tall, front to back, where all the nozzles are facing the same way. But otherwise, if you're not going to put them that way, and you know you have a client that likes stuff put back exactly how it was, you're going to have to find a way to remember. Another way is to move them in exactly the same way they are. So, like let's say you have a whole bunch of stuff in the shower. We're going to use that example again because I have a client that's like that. She likes her stuff in the shower put back exactly the same way. And she told me why. It's because when she gets into the shower in the morning, she's like this. Turns on the faucet and she just reaches down for the 2 containers that are exactly the same size. And she pumps the one on the left to do her shampoo. And then when she's done, she rinses her hair and she maybe opens her eyes and pumps the one on the right for her conditioner. Well, if they're backwards, guess what? Not a happy camper. All right, so what can you do in that situation? When you take them off the shelf, put them down in the exact same order that they were on the shelf. So Take the one from the left and put it straight in front. Take the one from the right, put it right in front, right next to the other one. Then when you put them back in the exact same order. That's another way that can help you. Another thing that people get kind of freaky about having put back in exactly the right spot is their chairs. Like their easy boy chairs or lazy boy chairs, whatever those fancy chairs are called that move all over the place. People like them facing exactly right at the TV or whatever. And remote controls, a lot of times people will put those exactly where they want them, so you have to watch out for those. Another thing is any kind of an art piece. A lot of expensive, nice art pieces will be put in exact places and angled in exactly the right way. So you might not even notice it. You might have two little figurines, maybe two little Hummels, and you pull them down carefully and you clean the little Hummels and you put them back. But now one's facing that way and one is facing directly forward, where before they were facing each other and they looked like they were getting ready to kiss. You weren't paying attention. You were just dusting. But the client is paying attention. The client remembers, looks at them and goes, oh, why did they just mess them up? They totally destroyed that. Because then, for the client, it was a display. For you, it was just two little figurines. Move them, clean them, put them back. So you got to watch for that stuff. Only need to watch for it for the clients that really care, and only in the areas that they really care about. It's not every area, not every client, not every room. But when it does matter, make sure you do it and find a way to do it. Find a way that works for you. That's it for today. Talk to you tomorrow. Bye.